Bahama has picked it up. No, that doesn't allow, there's the coaches, the referee was supposed to pick up the mouthpiece and place it over to the prospective corner.
And there you have it, Toriano Johnson, a very experienced boxer. And so we're waiting now to see what will happen. But both fighters coming out very competitive, throwing jabs and left hooks. So far, this one can go anyone's way. I haven't seen anything that stood out so far to say this is definitely Grand Bahama or Michael's fight. But both boxers are throwing punches.
Both fighters are throwing, but I got to give the edge to Grand Bahama for the power. He does pose a lot of strength, a lot of speed, and a lot of grit. At the same time, Inagua is using his jab. Is he using it effectively? He could do a lot better.
Bell going off once again. And Coach Jermaine Gibson of Grand Bahama will...
It was Grand Bahama who had the mouthpiece dropped out of his mouth.
Okay. Yes. So the mouthpiece will be placed back in the mouth of Kimali Kelly of Grand Bahama. And both fighters will head back to their corners. For the continuation of round number 1. Oh, that's the end of round number 1.
I am a bit confused, but at the same time, this is the learning experience. These kids, they're learning. At the same time, the officials are learning themselves.
Absolutely. Well, here you have it. Jermaine Gibson having a word with Kimali Kelly of Grand Bahama. Michael Oviato Lightborn getting some water. His coach giving him some boxing tips, but very focused, very determined faces we're looking at right now. An excellent showing by both boxers representing their islands in this 6th edition of the Bahamas Games boxing segment. Once again, these boxers are under the age of 15, and so the rounds will be 2 minutes with 1 minute breaks. So 2 minute rounds, 1 minute break, and that will be the end of that 1 minute. And here they go again as the referee stand them up and prepare to begin round number 2. There's the bell. And here we go. Kimali Kelly and Oviato Lightborn both coming in, throwing jabs. There's a left hook by Oviato. A right hook and a left hook by Kimali Kelly. A left hook again by Oviato. A right hook and left hook by Kelly. A right hook combination by Oviato, not able to land. Left jab by Oviato, unable to land. And there's one to the face of Oviato. Another one to the face of Kelly. That is a good
right hand.
That is a good hook. And Kimali Kelly will get the 8 count, his first of the night in round number 2. Great right hand punch there by Oviato Kelly, landing to Grand Bahama. Kimali Kelly, and here we go again. Kimali also coming out with a left and a right again, a left again. There's a right and a left by Oviato of Michael. Both boxers keeping those gloves up and nothing able to land to the face or to the body or torso. Oh, a great hit by Oviato of Michael, and there you have another one. Referee will break it up, and they will start again. Oviedo holding those gloves up, blocking the hits from Kelly.
Kelly is a very strong fighter. I must say that.
And that will bring an end to the round number 2. Well,
I got to give that one. I got to give that one to Osvaldo. He did an awesome job with that right hand. Hey, that's all he needed. You know, a lot of punches didn't land in that round, but that punch, that right hand sure did land. And what a beautiful right hand it was.
Absolutely. Causing an 8 count for Kimali Kelly. And if nothing else, that may be the punch that causes him to win this bout.
Indeed. I believe he just won that round. I think Mr. Kelly took the first round. I mean, I think that was pretty convincing, but hey, we only can see so much from on this side of the table.
There you have the replay here. You see Oviedo throwing that left hook, that left jab, that right left by Kelly, unable to land. But both boxers playing very smart, or fighting very smart rather, not getting in there. But, Kelly able to get out of the way of a few of those left and right jabs. And as we begin the third final round, Kelly coming in with 2, a right and a left, and Oviedo countering. Another left by Kelly. A left jab
I'm just
by Kelly
watching
again.
out for this right hand by Osvaldo, you know. His right hand is a sleepy one.
It almost looks as if he's setting it up. Staying
Yes,
back
indeed.
and allowing Kelly to
touching
throw.
with the left jab, and that right hand is right there just sleeping, waiting to do his damage. Oh, and again.
There's it. Again, that right hand that you're talking about, that's the right hand. Lightborn.
Wow, that right hand is sure finding its way home. And again, wow. Mr. Osvaldo is really letting it loose right now for the third and final round. Indeed, he's leaning on the ropes right now. Look a bit exhausted, and indeed, he's going to be a bit tired. But those right hands are landing.
And Kimali Kelly getting his second 8 count of the night. Here they go. A left jab by Kelly. A left and right by Oviedo.
Fighter drops the mouthpiece again. And again, mouthpiece is dropped by Freeport. You know, mouthpiece dropping out of the mouth really does just show a sign of fatigue, but it also can be a strategy to recuperate and catch yourself.
Never thought about that. It could be.
Yeah, but in this case, it does look like Mr. Kelly is a bit exhausted.
Absolutely. I would be too after those 2 right-handers by Lightborn. There you have Kelly coming back in with several combinations. Left, right, left, right. There's the right again. And Lightborn just able to overpower him with the throws.
Those right hands just keep on finding its way home.
And this is the third 8 count of the night for Kimali Kelly of Grand Bahama.
Yes.
Both fighters
The
head
referee
back
is
to their
worried.
corners.
The referee is worried that the referee's starting the fight without the mouth guard. Again, the learning experience of these referees and judges right now. Let's see if Mr. Osvaldo can land that right hand once again. I spoke
There you
too
have
soon.
it. Kelly is just able to overthrow him. And there is the right hand again to the face of Kelly of Grand Bahama. And that will conclude bout number 3, Kimali Kelly, Oviedo Lightborn. Both putting on an exceptional performance. And it would appear as if Michael would have captured their third win for tonight, but we'll see. We'll wait to see what the judges say as the referee prepares to get the scorecard.
I'm seeing all of this happening, but that final right hand was something else. Wow. Wow.
Gloves are coming off, and we will await to hear the winner, or the announcement of the winner for bout number 3 of the night. But amazing performance by Oviedo Kelly of Michael.
Hey, we don't know how the fight is going to go. We're seeing the fight from one angle, so please don't take us. We are not the referee nor the judge.
We're not.
But from what it looks like to me from here, yeah, Inago really doing some damage. And they came to the Bahamas games ready.
Absolutely. And that's Oviedo Kelly in the black and white of Michael. My colleague saying Inagua, but those islands representing Michael in this Bahamas games. Great display of boxing here today at the C.I. Gibson Gymnasium for this boxing segment of the Bahamas games. And the right hand of Oviedo Lightborn, is able to overpower Grand Bahama Kimali Kelly. But we'll wait to hear the announcement of the winner in just a sec as the judges tally the score. And for those of you that are just tuning in, this is the third bout of the night. It is a 10-point bust system. The winner must get 10 points to win. And the strike zone for fighters would be the head, torso, or the body, a left and right of the body. And so we now await, as you see now on the screen, a replay of that right hook by Oviedo just landing on Grand Bahama Kimali Kelly, and he was unable to do anything with it. He was just overpowering him with the throws. And now we have the announcement of the winner. Vincent Strawn, president of the Bahamas Boxing Federation, handing the scores over to the referee. And it will go over to the judging table number 2.
Again, you know, we here in the corner, we cannot decide who's going to win this fight because we're only seeing it from one angle. That's why it's so great for them to have 5 different referees, 5 different judges from each side of the table. You know, they can see a good punch from different angles, whereas, you know, you as the audience, you're only seeing it from one angle. Hence, you could think that your fighter won the fight, but in actuality, he didn't.
So here we go. We're about to find out.
By anonymous decision, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Michael.
And just as I suspected, Oviedo Lightborn of Michael winning by a unanimous decision. And we talked about it. It was that right hook that Kimali could not do anything with.
I must say, you know, Grand Bahama came up there with a lot of power, a lot of speed. He looked very good in those first 30 to 40 seconds of the fight. But hey, Inago went back to the corner. They came back with a good game plan and took the fight over from the second going into the third round. That right hand found its way home, and it was beautiful.
Our colleague Shane Stubbs now preparing to get an interview with the winner, Oviedo Lightbourne of Michael, as well as the coach. We can't forget the coaches, man. They're putting on they have to be doing an excellent job teaching these athletes and these boxers the right techniques to come over here and perform in the way that they're doing. Preparing to interview Oviedo Kelly.
Michael is showing everyone what the South is all about. Oviedo, Lightbourne picking up another win for Michael. It's 3 in a row. Ovi, just walk us through this fight.
Right now, I don't even know what to say, but I just know I really wanted to win, so I just fight my best.
You came out very, very aggressive in this fight. You landed some big blows on your opponent. Just talk a little bit about your coach's training and what was your mindset coming into this fight.
Honestly, my coaches have been training me really hard, running long distance every day, but eventually it pay off in the end.
Right. Coach Rico, just talk a little bit about, this young fighter, just Michael's program in general. Just talk about Michael's program and, how far you guys have come.
We come 365 miles, the furthest island in the Bahamas. We work extremely hard. These guys dedicate their heart and soul. We have 4 more boxes, and we come to carry all the gold. All right, so we confident in our fighters, and the best still in reach yet.
Right. Also, three in a row to set the tone, for these Bahamas games in boxing. Just talk a little bit about what's your guys' mindset now moving forward.
Well, we got to go back to the drawing board when we reach back, and probably one of these days, the World Game, Olympics, all depends on our fighters if they keep working hard. They have Guyana coming up. There are a couple of games coming up, but these guys them are really dedicated. They really good fight. Very good fighters.
There you have it, guys. Michael is very, very much in the building. Miko, back to you.
Thank you so much, Shane. And we just witnessed the third bout of the night. Michael coming away with 3 wins so far. We had Latino Smith winning over New Providence, Milton Newbold. We had Israel Cox winning over Grand Bahama, Devin Dorset. And what we just witnessed just now, Oviedo Lightbourne of Michael winning over Kamali Kelly of Grand Bahama. Amazing performances so far. We've also seen just now in that fight, that right hook from Oviedo that Kamali was unable to do anything with.
No, Oviedo did an awesome job setting up that right hand. Of course, he has a lot to learn, indeed. He didn't do well in those first 30 seconds of the fight. But, hey, he came on strong in that second half of the fight and finished stronger even in third half. But, hey, you got to give credit to the coaches because after that first round, hey, it's up to the coaches them to give you the game plan, and that's just exactly what took place. Rico Arnett and you got Howard Seymour, they are coaches, very emotionally invested. They are giving the exact kind of talent and opportunities that these kids them need. They came out there and they gave these kids them everything they got. Hey, Ovaldo went in there in the second round and he came back out somebody new in that third round. And of course, credit to Mr. Rico Arnett and Howard Seymour.
Absolutely. And so we have more boxing coming up. The next fight of the night we'll see is that big matchup that we were talking about, Don Roll and Christian Thompson. Don Roll of Abaco and Christian Thompson, 24 and 21-year-olds. And so that one will be counted towards the Bahamas games. Like I mentioned earlier, anything 16 and up, those fights will be counted towards the Bahamas games. And all of the other athletes from 15 under will receive medals on that final day of boxing here at the C.I. Gibson Gymnasium. But it's been an amazing day so far. 2 more days of boxing action. 2 more bouts coming up tonight, and so we'll be here to capture all of that. We send it back ringside.
bum 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 bum. This is shown by the stars above. What goes up must come down. Here's a man that is born of a woman, has about a short time to live. Who gonna agree? You both need it barely now. Yeah.
Your attention, please. Boxers to their respective corners, please. Judges, take your position. We're about to start our final bout for the evening. Boxers to your respective corners. Boxers, the blue and red.
Here was some darkest night. Hear it boom, hear it boom, hear it boom, 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 boom. Ooh, feel it boom, yeah, feel it boom, 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 boom. This is shown by the stars above. What goes up must come down. Here's a man that is born of a woman, has about a short time to live. Good God. Oh, yeah, yeah, that's a sailor man sound. Yes, yeah, 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 yeah. This is sailor man sound. You hear it boom, you hear it boom, you hear it boom, 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 boom. You feel it boom. Oh, yeah, the sailor man sound. This is sailor man sound. Oh, this is sailor man sound. This is sailor man sound. Rolly did it this way. This is sailor man sound. Good now. This is sailor man sound. Oh, Rolly did it this way. Yeah, yeah.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, from Inagua in the south to beautiful Bimini, Grand Bahama in the north. Ladies and gentlemen, in the red corner, here is ladies.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Great Inagua, get ready. Get ready, folks. It's going to be the Walk of Fame or the Walk of Shame. Yes. This 26th day of June, 2021, the Inagua Boxing Club presents It Is Showtime. And get one, come all, from Inagua in the south, Bimini, Grand Bahama in the north, the archipelago. Are you ready? We're going to see who's going to be the Walk of Fame or the Walk of Shame. We're going to see a right punch. We're going to see a left punch. We're going to hear this. We're going to hear this. And most of all, folks, we're going to keep this boxing tradition alive in Inagua under the tutelage of Rico Ane. Let's get ready to rumble.
Referees, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? I need y'all to make some noise in here, man. Are you ready? Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage for the first time, weighing in at 157 pounds. Here's all the way from Bimini on the Berry Islands. Here is Luvan Novelis. Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, in the blue corner, he hails all the way from Grand Bahama. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Milano Knowles, weighing in at 160 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, these two gladiators are going to go head to head. We're going to see what's in their wallet. The referee is officiating this bout is Mr. McPhee. McPhee. Ladies and gentlemen, how do you feel about the boxing 2023 Bahama Games? It's showtime. Want to check and see if all the judges are ready? Michael. They are distracted. Is any shot in the pump? Ladies and gentlemen, the first round.
And welcome back to the fourth bout of tonight. There was a change in the boxers. We have Luvens Norvalis of Bimini and Berry Islands and Milano Knowles of Grand Bahama now in the ring. Luvens Norvalis in the royal blue and red stripe. Grand Bahama, Milano Knowles in the aqua blue and the yellow. And there is a good jab shots to the head of Norvalis, and he will get his first 8 count of the night.
I did not see the need for an 8 count there.
There you have a lot of body shots going to Grand Bahama by Bimini and Berry Islands. But Milano Knowles seems to have a height advantage, and so he's just landing to the face of Norvalis. And Norvalis will get another 8 count of the night. That's 2 8 counts. And here we go. And Norvalis doing his best to get to the body of Knowles. Referee breaks them up. And that will bring an end to round number 1, 3 minutes per round in this one. And we've seen a difference here. There's an age difference. This is now boxers who are 20 and up. That's Lubens Norbalis of Bimini and Barry Islands. And Milano Knowles of Grand Bahama. And there's a height difference here. As we see, Knowles of Grand Bahama is about 2 to 3 inches taller than Norbalis. How does that play out in the ring?
Well, of course, you know, you have to look at the geography of it all. You know, and a fighter who is short with short arms, of course, he fights very, very, very well close. And a fighter with long arms and height, they fight better at the end reach of their arms, which is on the outside. You know, so right now, this is going to play out to be an interesting fight where, you know, the shorter guy is going to try to get on the inside, and the taller guy needs to keep him off.
And as we've seen, as we saw just now in that first round, Milano Knowles landing several combinations to the head of Lubens Norbalis of Bimini and Barry Islands, resulting in 2 8 counts. The referee saw fit to call it, and now round number 2 begins. Both boxers being very strategic in the amount of throws. They have a right-handed jab by Knowles. Another jab, right hook by Knowles.
But beautiful head movement.
Another right jab, unable to connect by Knowles.
Yeah.
Norbalis, good movement with the body to keep those punches away. There he goes to the body again. I think that's his strategy. I can't reach the headshot, so I got to go to the body.
It seems as though Mr. Milano Knowles cannot land those punches he want to land, but at the same time, let's see if the red corner can land the punch of himself. He's making the blue corner miss. Okay, so he's charging in now.
Charging.
He's in a good position.
And
yes.
There you have that one would have been below the torso. It would appear.
I don't know as I can look. You know, it didn't look like a low blow.
It could be. If it's not a low blow, would that be considered a knockout?
Yeah, there definitely would be a knockout.
And so it looks to be a.
But to our eyes, to my eyes,
he's holding below his torso.
Again, that too in itself can be a strategy, but a dangerous one to use because this is for the count, and if the fighter did hit with a low blow, he will be disqualified if his opponent cannot continue. Whereas the one who did the low blow, he's going to be disqualified, and the one who couldn't survive will not be able to move on to the medal round.
It looks as though he would have taken that hit to the groin area.
I think they're giving him some time to recuperate, which is allowed.
And the rule allows, if there is not a 90-second recovery, a 120-second if necessary. And so we'll see what happens.
Wow.
So we'll see what happens. And we see those persons in the audience standing and counting. So Knowles will get back up and will try to walk this one off, or we don't know if he will continue the fight. But he looks to be in a lot of pain. He looks to be in a lot of pain.
It is something that you cannot take lightly. Low blows, they can be very detrimental, dangerous.
Absolutely.
You know.
But they do wear protective equipment, I imagine.
Well, you're dealing with boxers, and you know what? We do not throw punches like the normal. You know, so our punches can come off a bit very gruesome at times.
And we saw where Norbalis was just charging and trying to land those body punches and those body jabs, and he may have gotten Knowles in the groin area. Like I said earlier, the strike zone is the head, torso, and body. And that is the front portion of the body, not the back, left or right.
Yeah.
Those will not be considered as legal punches or legal jabs. So there we have the officials. We know the time would have been paused, and they will talk. The referee will talk to Knowles to see if he can continue the fight at this point, and we'll see what happens. And things were going pretty good for Knowles. He was landing several of those jabs and to the head of Norvalis.
And
the fight will continue. And here we go. There's a swing by Norvalis now, swinging just wild punches, hoping to connect. And there he lands a couple of combinations to the body. And not sure if that is strategic, but a lot of wild punches thrown there. A lot of wild throws there by Norvalis, just hoping to land.
That was not a low blow.
And it could be strategic as to why he's attacking that low area and charging in on Knowles. And Knowles will get an 8 count, and the fight will continue. Norvalis, Knowles, the stare off. And here we go. Both boxers just waiting for the first, and there we go. Norvalis landing one to the head. Knowles throwing those jabs. Oh, and that is...
What a save by the referee. What a save.
It's good to point out at this point that this is not wrestling. This is not wrestling. This is boxing. So that cannot happen. And that will bring an end to round number 2. And that will bring an end to the 3-minute round, number 2. And Knowles was just landing those head jabs to the face of Norvalis, and as he was charging, he looked like he got under him enough, and he just lifted him up. Both boxers are very fatigued at this point. Norvalis throwing a lot of jabs. And Norvalis seemingly very frustrated at this moment. And here's a replay. And this was during that second round where both boxers just stared before a jab was thrown, and then they went in. There you go. And that was one. Just punches thrown. And there he went for the lift. And I think he went back to his old street fighting ways there, but now he's trying to control himself because this is the ring, and there is the punches coming into the body of Knowles by Norvalis. And Knowles trying to land those uppercuts, and he will stop again. He's clearly still in pain from that low jab that caught him below the torso.
I think Freeport is worried about those body shots. Yes, but now he switched up. Oh!
There's a good swing by Norvalis that gets to the body of Knowles. It's a good jab there. There you go, another jab by Norvalis, and the body shots continue, and the referee will get in the middle. And Norvalis continuing to attack that area of Knowles, and Knowles is down again in the corner.
I think that was a fair call by the referee. It seemed though Grand Bahama was quitting every step of the way. Seemed though we got a new number to the medal count.
Berry Islands and Bimini.
Bimini is now on the board. Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
Those body shots really paid off, and indeed, a lot of fighters don't forget about that body.
Referee.
That pays the bills. The body pays the bills.
Referee speaking to Mr. Vincent Strawn, BBF president. The two islands of the north going head to head. And they will take a 120-second break, a 2-minute break. But we've seen a pretty interesting bout so far between two boxers. Both boxers coming in. Norval is landing, attacking the body of Knowles, and Knowles attacking the face and the head of Norvalis. It'll be interesting to hear the judges' results on this one. Knowles went down twice. And we've heard by Johnson that they could be considered as knockdowns. And the party happening at the C.I. Gibson Gymnasium as the fans are just enjoying themselves and the coaches enjoying themselves as well. And that's what the song of Elkin 360 will do. It will get you on your feet. I want to welcome all of our viewers watching us live. We're here at the C.I. Gibson Gymnasium for the boxing 6th edition of the Bahamas. We've seen 4 bouts so far, and I believe this is our final bout of the night. In the first bout, Latino Smith of Michael got the win over Milton Newbold of New Providence. In the second bout of the night, it was Israel Cox getting the win over Devin Dorset of Grand Bahama in the 13 and under age groups. And as we head to the third bout, Kimali Kelly lost to Obiato Lightborn of Michael. And so that was 3 wins of Michael for the night. And there you have it. Coaches of Michael enjoying themselves after winning 3 bouts so far. And the final and fourth bout of the night, we have Milano Knowles taking on Lubens Norvalis of Berry Islands. Milano Knowles from Grand Bahama. The gloves are now coming off, and so that may be the end. I see the coach of Grand Bahama, Jermaine Gibson, taking the gloves off of Milano Knowles, and so that may be the end. And now the face of Lubens, the gloves now coming off, and both athletes greeting each other. A show of sportsmanship to both sides. A beautiful, beautiful sight here. Both islands, or both men representing their islands, but still one country, the Bahamas. So an excellent showing of boxing here that we witnessed tonight at the C.I. Gibson Gymnasium. And the scores are now being tallied, and we await to hear the winner of our fourth bout of the night.
tell you, if you love boxing, say yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now getting all of the results.
Both boxers now standing in the center of the ring, and there you see that huge height difference between Milano Knowles and Luvens Norvalis as they both stand side by side in the ring. Both boxers still winded.
It's just beautiful to see fighters after just a grueling match. They came together and they came to an agreement. Hey, it's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
And the Berry Islands from Grand Bahama, they put it all in the ring.
They definitely did put it all on the line. And we await to hear the winner of this bout, as the scores are now being collected by the referee. Quick replay of the action. There you have it. Norvalis landing those punches to the body of Knowles. And Knowles was just attacking the head of Norvalis. An interesting set of fights that we and now the winner of the fourth bout of the night. We go ringside.
Bahama, folks, fight up for disqualification. Is Milano Knowles.
Milano Knowles of Grand Bahama coming out with the win over Bimini and Berry Islands after the scoring by the judges were tallied. And that will be a count towards Grand Bahama. In the Bahamas games, because both boxers over the age of 15. So congratulations to Knowles. Congratulations to Knowles on the win over Bimini and Berry Islands. We go to Shane Stubbs, who is now standing by with Milano.
I'm standing here ringside with Milano Knowles, who just won that fight by way of disqualification. Milano, obviously a height advantage. Talk a bit about you getting this win here.
I wish it could go on longer because it would end just now. But run it back, and I didn't like how it went just. I wanted it to be by unanimous decision, but we'll run it back again whenever we have to.
I also just talk a bit about your prep coming into this fight, into these Bahamas games, and what does it mean for you to represent Grand Bahama?
They were sending me Long Island to fight, but I told them no, I wanted to fight from where I was from. So I put in the work every day. I was to the gym every day, put in work, and that's where they take us.
You're picking up the first win for Grand Bahama here. Just talk about your mindset now moving forward in these games.
I just want the rest of my team to win. That's it. That's it for me. I don't think I can fight no more. My shoulder and everything hurting, but I just want my team to win. That's it.
All right, well, there you have it, guys. Back to you, Miko.
Well, thank you so much, Shane. And we just witnessed a fight between Bimini and Berry Islands. Leuven's Novelist, Milano Knowles from Grand Bahama coming out with a win. As we saw, there was a huge height difference, and Knowles was able to get those jabs and those uppercuts to the head of Novelist, and he was able to come up with the win. Novelist coming in with those body shots, but that was not enough for him to get those points. And it is a 10-point system like we talked about earlier, and Knowles was able to come up with the win, capturing 10 points.
Well, of course, they're out there, they're fighting. I was a bit confused on the decision of the fight, but hey, it happens sometimes. But it was an awesome fight, a grueling one in itself, but it was an entertaining one. And hey, come on, and let's just wait until tomorrow. We're going to have an even more exciting bout to come.
Absolutely, and we have one more fight for tonight, and so we're going to wait around to see what's happening in the ring. And then we're having a great time here at the C.I. Gibson Gymnasium for the 6th edition of the Bahamas Games, the boxing segment, which has gotten underway today. We have 2 more days of action, and so make sure you guys come out and enjoy the fun of boxing. Ringside we go.
Come to their respective corners, please. Boxers to their respective corners, please. Boxers to their respective corners, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? It's been an electrifying evening today right here at C.I. Gibson School Auditorium. Boxing is back. Boxing is back, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the big boys. And now, ladies and gentlemen, in the blue corner, all the way from Exuma, ladies and gentlemen, like I say, this will be the final bout. These are the big boys. 2% fat is in the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, in the red corner, weighing in at 180 pounds, here's Christian Thompson, out of New Providence. And in the blue corner, weighing in at 189 pounds, all the way from Exuma, here's Don Roll. Ladies and gentlemen, these two gladiators are going to go head to head. We call them the big boys. There'll be no slapping up in the ring. It is showtime. Ladies and gentlemen, as we adjust with some technical adjustments.
Shaking their boobies like Congo, man. I'm shaking the city like quake. Haters blow in the face like Gonzo, cause I'm breaking the cake, so let's bake. I'm taking the game's mine. Y'all witness the change, it's my time. Yeah, I'm new to the game, but y'all might wanna say you whack raps, they like saving time. I can dance, homie, I don't two-step. Y'all looking at something like a true player. A girl told me that a man that can dance might could possibly get down with the tool in his pants. Now I'm a ladies, let me see it vibrate. And when it's over, you ain't gonna need your vibrator. Cause I'm a pro, make you bend your back low, then the pound it real fast, just like the percolate. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble.
All right, DJ. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Godfrey McPhee, certified referee and judge, is now examining the big boys. As he bring them in together and give him his instruction. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about to go down right here at C.I. Gibson, Marathon Road. Are you ready?
C.I. Gibson for the final bout of the night. We have Dawn Roll of Exuma and Christian Thompson of New Providence. And here we go. That's the bell. And quick left jab by New Providence. And this one is going to be an exciting one just by the looks of the way things are starting off. New Providence coming in quick with two punches. And
very seasoned fighters. Of course, you're not going to see much flaws here.
There you have.
That was a short right hand.
Good right
by
hand.
Thompson.
Another right hand by Thompson. Christian Thompson in the red of New Providence Buccaneers.
Don, like I said, you know, the leverage and the reach, you know, you have to look at the geography of the fight, you know. Christian, he's the shorter fighter while Don is the taller fighter. Christian got to get on the inside. While Don is maintaining his distance, keeping it out there, using his jab. But, Christian is coming in, and, you know, it doesn't look like Don has anything to keep him off.
There's a left by Thompson. Unable to connect. It's interesting to see that.
Beautiful right hand.
The bouts we saw earlier, the amount of throws that were thrown, and now we see where it's more composed.
It's more composed, more organized. It's more strategic at this point now. These guys are senior fighters. They've been fighting for a long time, been training for a long time, now getting the big break. in front of a large audience.
And that's the bell. That will bring it in to round number 1, 3-minute rounds. That went by pretty quickly.
Yes, of course, when you get all that action, you don't want it to end. But with these guys here, they're more seasoned, they're more calm with their movement. They're doing an awesome job at this point right now. It's very hard to tell who won that round. But if I were to give a toss-up, I would go with Christian Thompson.
Christian Thompson was because of the shots that he was given, the blows that he got.
Well, not many punches will land that round, but indeed, one that stood out clearly, and it was the right hand of Thompson. It was landing in the early half of the bout of the round, and it was landing again at the very end. So, yeah, I got to go with Thompson, but then again, I can only see the fight from one angle.
Absolutely, as we now head to go into round number 2. There's the replay.
There's that right hand I was talking about.
A good body movement by Thompson here. And here's the start of round number 2. Thompson coming in with the left.
It really...
Roll throwing a left jab, not able to connect. Another left jab. Thompson comes back with a counter left. 2 left jabs again by Roll.
Roll seems to be having some problem keeping Thompson off. Trying to find his jab, but Thompson is just smothering. He isn't giving him any time to set up on anything on the outside. Beautiful combination.
Absolutely.
By Roll. Beautiful combination.
And he leads with that left hand and then comes with that right. Christian Thompson got him in, is trying to lead him in the corners. He's doing his best to stay around this ring.
Yes, I can see the frustration it is now wearing down on Mr. Roll, trying to keep Thompson off, but he just keeps on coming, closing the gap, closing that space. That brings a lot of pressure on your opponent. You don't even have to throw a punch, but if you can just close that distance, it can put you at a point where you got to be on guard, and that's a scary place to be.
And a left hook by New Providence, unable to connect. Roll getting out of the way of that one. And there's that left again by Roll. And for our listening and viewing audience, there is a 10-point system. That is a good body shot by Christian Thompson to the body of Roll.
The fighters haven't listened to... Okay. For a moment ago, the fighters didn't have a referee call time.
The senior referee in the ring, as you mentioned, Gregory McPhee. And both fighters will go back to the corners, very fatigued.
I'm liking the way Mr. Thompson, his body language is showing a lot of energy, very confident inside there, as well as Mr. Roll now. But Mr. Roll, I can see that he's having some difficulties keeping Mr. Thompson off. This is playing out to be an interesting fight, but again, I got it right now. Mr. Thompson took the first round, and he's looking good even now in the second round.
Thompson took it, in your opinion?
In my opinion. Again, please don't take me for what I'm saying. I'm only looking at it from one angle. You have 5 referees and judges out there looking at the fight from different angles.
So Don Roll and Christian Thompson in the red of New Providence.
Like New Providence might get on the board tonight.
So far, we've seen 4 bouts. For those of you that are just tuning in, Latino Smith of Michael won over Milton Newbold of New Providence. And then we go to the start of the continuation of this round, and there's the bell.
I'm starting to wonder, those previous fights, they were going...
Pretty quick.
Yeah, they were going pretty quick. And they were supposed to be, 2 minutes?
2 minutes.
But this one here, I guess I'm so interested in seeing the excitement. It's going kind of fast for me, but it seems a little too short for me at this moment.
Going by pretty quickly. But as we mentioned, we saw 4 bouts so far. We saw Latino Smith and Milton Newbold. Latino Smith won over Milton Newbold. Latino Smith representing Michael. Devin Dorset lost to Israel Cox of Michael as well. Devin Dorset of Grand Bahama. And Michael coming up with another win, Oviato Lightborn, defeating Kimali Kelly of Grand Bahama. And now the fight we saw before this one, Milano Knowles of Grand Bahama won over Luvens Norvalis of Bimini and Berry Islands. And so Grand Bahama picking up a medal on that one. And this is the final round. Christian Thompson of New Providence moving in, and Roll throwing a left hook but unable to get to the head of Christian Thompson.
Let's see if Mr. Roll can keep Mr. Thompson off using a jab.
And he wants to keep him, he's using that reach, wants to keep him far so he doesn't get to the body. There's a beautiful left hook there by Christian Thompson of New Providence. Another left jab by Christian Thompson and another left jab and a right hook.
It seems as though Mr. Thompson wants to end this fight right now. And that seems to be likely to take place.
2 left jabs by Thompson, a right.
Beautiful right hand from Mr. Roll, but oh no, there was a foul there. Must listen to the referee. Thompson is back and roll up on the rope. That's a place where he doesn't want to be.
He's on the
Holding
ropes.
it.
And there was a body shot. And referee Gregory McPhee telling him to keep it above the torso. There's a right hook by Thompson. Another right hook by Thompson.
A fight to appreciate these guys. They're not holding a lot. They're doing everything calculated.
Don Roll seems to be very fatigued right now as Thompson has him on the ropes again.
Oh, that left body shot just knocked the mouthpiece out of somebody just now. Who
And
could that be? Yeah.
The mouthpiece.
Yeah, I
That's
saw that
the-
left hook to the body just now. Yeah, Mr. Thompson, Mr. Roll couldn't keep it in anymore.
Don Roll's mouthpiece falling to the ground due to a body shot by Christian Thompson of New Providence. Ooh, a right unable to connect, and that is the end of the final round and the final bout of the night. Christian Thompson of New Providence and Don Roll of Exuma throwing down in the ring. We now go.
This was the cleanest bout of all the bouts tonight, and who takes this victory? Hey, we're sitting from one angle, but it sure looks like Mr. Thompson took it to me.
The judges have a very hard task on their hands right now.
They certainly do.
I was unable to see the kinds of hits connect like I wanted to see, but their eyes are different from mine. So here we have the replay. That's that left jab by Christian Thompson of New Providence. Perhaps he was able to land a couple of those and get some points. It's a 10-point system, and those who have the 10 points will win the match.
And the punch
there's
that
a right
took the
hook.
mouthpiece out the mouth was that left hook to the body in that final round.
Christian Thompson has done a beautiful job of keeping Roll on the ropes.
And that's what you do, you know, depending on your height and your reach. You know, you need to know where you're going to be if you're going to. You have to use your leverage, and as a shorter man, you want to be on the inside, taking away your opponent's reach and his leverage.
And so we now await the scoring. by the judges as both athletes are now center of the ring. Gregory McPhee gearing up to announce the winner. So who are you going to go with on this one?
I got to go with Thompson for this one. I got to go with Thompson. Hey, from where I see, he looks pretty good, landing cleaner punches.
He's going with New Providence.
Yeah.
He's going with New Providence. Music comes down, and let's see who wins.
Give it up for the red corner.
I guess I was right.
Who is the
You
winner
were right.
of this?
Christian Thompson of New Providence picks up the win over Don Roll. And as you mentioned, he did have some great left hooks that came in there and connected to the body of Don Roll. And it's a great win there for him.
Don did come in there with a beautiful, in that first round, beautiful 1-2 left combination. But hey, keeping your opponent off is one thing. Hey, that's my specialty. I love the pressure. And Thompson did a good job at it tonight.
And so that will complete day one of boxing here at the C.I. Gibson Gymnasium. We now will go to Shane Stubbs standing by with New Providence boxing coach for an interview. New Providence picking up the win just now over Don Roll of Exuma earlier today. He's also standing by with Christian Thompson, the winner of that bout.
I'm standing here ringside with Christian Thompson, who just picked up a major win over Exuma, and his coach, Kishno Major. Christian, you kept this one close in the second round. You kept the pressure on in the third. What was your mindset going into this fight?
My mindset was keep at him. Just keep pushing him, and I know he's going to crack. Yeah, and I executed.
Right. He definitely may have had the size advantage. Nonetheless, you kept things going in the third and came away with the win. As Nassau moves further into these games, how do you guys feel moving forward with boxing?
I feel that as we move forward in the boxing matches in the Bahamas games, I feel that we'll win. I feel like I'll be the champion. I feel like it's no competition right now in any of the weight divisions for novice. And that's how I feel. And I would like to thank my coach for his tutelage. He gave me good advice in the ring to help me pull through the victory.
Obviously, Kishno, just talk a bit about your team moving forward now as, these boxing matches progress.
Our number one thing is to move forward with strategy. We want to study our opponents, and we want to come in and dominate on their weak side. If we figure out their weaknesses, we could definitely capitalize off of it.
What did you see out of Christian in that fight?
A good boxer always follow instructions. He did what he was instructed to do. He followed the game plan, which was to move forward and push this guy back. Don is a counter fighter. He's a counter puncher, so he would not come forward. The better way to beat him is to move forward and force him to move backwards. And Christian Thompson followed all the game plan. He followed the instructions, and he was able to come up with a victory.
Awesome, man. There you have it. New Providence picking up their first victory here in these boxing matches. Ramiko, back to you.
Thank you so much, Shane. We had 5 bouts here tonight at the C.I. Gibson Gymnasium for the continuation of boxing. That will take place tomorrow at 3 o'clock, but we've seen some amazing fights so far. Latino Smith, 13-year-old of Michael, picking up the win over Milton Newbold of New Providence. We've also seen Devin Dorset taking the loss to Israel Cox of Michael, so that was 2 wins for Michael, and then Michael came back and picked up a 3rd win over Grand Bahama, Oviedo Lightburn, beating Kimali Kelly of Grand Bahama, and the 4th fight we've seen Milano Knowles of Grand Bahama winning over Leuven's Norvalis, and the 5th and final bout where we saw Christian Thompson of New Providence winning over Abaco or Exuma. We have to get a correction on that, but I think it was Abaco, as you mentioned. Yes. But so far, amazing fights, great performances by all of the young boxers here, and speaks well of boxing for the country.
Well, we're just closing out right now, with the final bout. You had Mr. Thompson and Mr. Roll inside there. These are seasoned fighters, and hey, we have even more seasoned fighters to come because we also have Godfrey Strong and Jamal Bain, who are also seasoned fighters to come. I think they'll be fighting on tomorrow. Hey, boxing is now at a place where it wasn't before, but it's getting better.
Absolutely. Toriano Johnson, Romiko Knowles, live from CI Gibson. Thank you guys for watching. We're sending it back to you.